Manning era. Manning will be heading to Columbus as #1 Texas takes on the reigning national champions #3 Ohio State week 1 this Saturday. The Longhorns are listed as 1.5-point underdogs. This is the first time a #1 ranked team is an underdog in week 1 since '78. Cam.
Yep.
Do you agree with Ohio State being favored over Arch Manning in Texas for week 1?
Absolutely. Why? Because you have the best college football player on that team in Jeremiah Smith. You have the best receiving core on that team with Brandon Tate and Brandon Ennis and Mr. Tate as well. Now, when you're looking at a situation here at Ohio State, they're in a great situation because they have returning veterans. When you look at Caleb Downs in the secondary, when you look at the coach and Coach Day, like, they are the favorite, not for multiple reasons of the most talented team, but also it's a home game. Now, Arch is backed by the lineage of his last name, and that's great. Is he going to be a great player? We gonna see. But when it comes down to week 1, if you lose this game, if I'm Texas, you're still good. If you lose this game, if you're Ohio State, you're still good. Why Stephen A? Is because last year, a team that played in the national championship didn't lose to a #1 ranked team, a #2 ranked team. They lost to Northern Illinois, and they still found a way to get to the national championship. So I don't think that this game really has any national game or college football playoff implications when you have a season full of ahead of you.
Well, let's be specific. It does if you get your ass kicked. Now, if you're going to lose and it's a thriller, we all good. But don't tell me it ain't going to be held against you if you go out there and you get stomped. Getting stomped is a different animal. Here's what I will tell you. Just a question. I'm trying to figure out how the hell you the #1 team in the nation and you coming into the game as an underdog. Either #1 or
Make it make sense.
I mean, Vegas. I mean, obviously it's Vegas, but I'm just saying it doesn't make sense to me. You're the #1 team in the nation with the favorite for the Heisman, and you are the underdog for the game. Because the reigning defending national champions, Ohio State, they lost 14 starters. So I'm looking at it and I'm saying, okay, we'll see what happens with this. We all want to see Arch Manning. We want to see. It's just so much hype. It's so much. I ain't missing this game. I got to see this one. Just
start
for him.
to finish.
Just for him. All right, you got my attention.
Right.
Is he this good? Because I'm trying to figure, I've never seen a dude that was favored to win the Heisman that barely played. Like last year, he played a couple games, started a couple games. We saw him, but I mean, we didn't see him that much. And you walk into this season, you the favorite for the Heisman? I got to see you. Now, Texas has won 11 straight road games. There ain't nothing for them to go on the road and win, and we get that. And that's probably why they're not the favorite in this game. But nevertheless, with Sarkisian, if he's everything that they say he is, it's going to be special to watch, but I got to see it.
Right. Cam, what will he need to do to live up to the hype?
See, the thing about Arch is this. His pressure is all self-inflicted if he makes it about living up to expectations, right? The hardest thing as a playmaker that you have to go through sometimes is managing you. Man, I got to make a play here. You really don't. Just get guys the ball for them to make the play, and then naturally your skill will take over. I think that will be the ongoing sight for people to kind of watch how Arch Manning manages his expectation of what people are looking at. Because when you have Stephen A., Molly, myself, and the whole America looking at you to see, is he going to live up to the Manning name? And if you don't, I got to go out to do something, which you really don't. Just win football games, control what you can control, and allow the game to come in.
I got to admit to you, to me, this is one of those I know, of course, to some degree, it's the Manning name, but it's extended and expanded far beyond that, because it's not just about the Manning name. It's about what these people have done to him, for his name. I'm talking about the public out there. I mean, you've got analysts and prognosticators everywhere raving about this brother and what he's going to do. And I'm like, I got to see it. I got to see it. And then this is what they said. Have you seen him throw in practice? Well, duh, hell no, we haven't. We ain't in practice, okay? And that ain't the game. We want to see what this brother can do. Obviously, he's got skills, and he deserves the acclaim that he's been getting, but it has stretched a bit. Heisman Trophy favorite before a game is played.
Can I give you a little secret real quick?
Real quick, Cam, and then I got to get a break.
This is the story of college football here.
Okay.
He's the quarterback. I mean, last year it was Shedeur, it was Deion, it was Travis. The year before that, it was the hottest name given to man. In 2025 and 2026 college football, there's no hotter name than Arch Manning.
Of course.
So they're going to run.
Just like Sanders, of
Absolutely.
course. Norfolk State, we having a good time? Let's keep the good vibes going when we...
What is it?
It's more like 70-30 creamer to coffee. I mean, you have a designated coffee mate with your name on it in our joint fridge because that's how much you need your coffee creamer.
That's right. French vanilla or hazelnut.
And honestly, I was being generous. Saying it's 70-30 creamer to coffee was generous. It might be 80-20, ladies. Evan Cohen has an entire coffee of creamer with just a little splash, a sprinkle of coffee on the top. It's unbelievable. And he's not here today. Neither is Chris Canty, Courtney Cronin, and Victoria Arlen hanging out with me, Michelle Smallman. But Rob Lorenzo, our social digital guru, he comes in this morning and he's like, hey, look at this coffee that I got this morning. It was a huge coffee, and it looked like an Evan Cohen special. It was almost, we're showing it on the television side.
Oh, my
What do you think that
Lord.
ratio is? 60-40 easy? Maybe 70-30 coffee?
70-30.
70-30 coffee, 30
Oh,
milk,
Rob.
70. And he
So-
drank it.
And
When
it's
you-
oat milk. Human.
But when you order a macchiato, you do expect it to have more milk in it, but that's absurd. Like
That's a lot.
I don't have a dairy intolerance. Apparently,
Guys.
Evan doesn't have one either, but that makes my stomach hurt.
I'll
looking
be
at
honest
that.
with you. If I consumed that, I would not make it through the show. Like, I would not, there would be RIP to me and my tummy.
Gross.
Gone.
That I mean,
Doesn't look
but
great.
Rob drank it. That's the problem.
He
Rob
drank it.
To Rob
soldiered
for
through
drinking it.
and didn't go and back and say, please remake this.
No, and he came in during the break to set something up in here, and I was like, you drank that? He goes, yeah, my stomach is not feeling great.
No.
No kidding. No kidding. Take a Lactaid.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck.
Or some
Godspeed
hot
to you, Rob.
water or something to just chill it out.
It's also oat milk, and I just can't respect that.
It's all oat milk.
Why?
Oat milk is gross. Just
Why?
drink normal milk.
No, that would cause
Maybe
even
Rob.
more disaster,
yeah, but to
Pat.
say maybe Rob has a dairy intolerance.
Yeah, come on.
Pat.
Support those with the dairy intolerance.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Not all of us can tolerate dairy, okay? Some of us have sensitive tummies.
Yeah,
Just drink milk
Yeah,
brand
Pat.
milk. Get over it. You'll be fine.
No,
Pat's
if I
probably
drink
drinking
milk,
like
Pat-
straight up whole milk, which
If
is
I do-
also disgusting.
If I drink milk, Pat, I will have to leave, exit, stage left.
Drink 2% like an adult. Come on. Oat milk. What next? Almond milk? What
I
are we
love
doing?
almond
Yeah,
milk.
those are all alternatives that are absolutely okay to
Phenomenal.
like.
Coconut milk?
Yum.
Ew.
Pistachio milk?
Yeah.
Did you
cashew
just say,
milk?
wait, pistachio milk is a thing?
Oh, yeah,
Dude,
it's
you
very
can take
good.
a nut and make milk out of just about anything. Any sort of nut, cashew milk, almonds, oats, Yeah, oats are a grain, but like I know that there's other things in the nut family that you can make milk out of.
Macadamia milk?
Sure.
Yeah.
I've never heard of
what
that.
are we
for
Cashew
sure.
milk.
No, it's a real thing.
Cashew milk is a thing too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just give me good old-fashioned beef milk.
Yeah.
What?
That escalated so quickly.
I've been on a bit of a milk journey. I was skim, then I was soy, then I was almond, then I was oat, then I went coconut, a little too sweet for me. Then I read that you shouldn't be drinking any of these milks in your coffee. You should just go straight half and half. That's the best for you. This is the problem that we have.
There's a lot of
with
info.
society today. There's too much info and it's all conflicting. Everything you read about milk is don't do this one. It's bad for the environment. Don't do this one. It seeps calcium from your bones. Don't
For
do
your
this
gut
one.
health.
I'm just like I can't keep track of what's good and what's bad. Like I don't know what the answer is when it comes to milk, and it stresses me
See?
out.
But
This
here's
is-
the
this
thing,
is why.
though.
Be on my side.
But here's the thing. So there's all these talks about milk, right? But then you try to order just a black cold brew, and someone will look at you, because this happened to me recently, and they'll go, "You sure? Do you want room? Do you want a splash?" I was like, "No, I just want a black cold brew, please. Like, just nothing. Just give it to me straight." And they were like, we went into a back and forth. It was a 5-minute conversation. Then I started
excessive.
questioning my own decision, and then I said, "No, thank you. All set. Just that. Do you want milk in your coffee? Can I buy you a coffee?" Like, it was just. So then there's also that where there's tons to choose from. You don't know which one is good for you. So then you say, "All right, I'm gonna go completely drastic, eliminate all of it," and you still get judged.
See, you guys
Basically, all of
bought
it-
into the milk propaganda. You got to stop buying in. Big Milk's got you guys in a stranglehold.
All of it's going to tear off the lining of your stomach, is what Victoria's alluding to. The all black
Basically.
coffee, the cold brew, or the stuff that has horrible
We're just all gonna die.
calcium, dairy overload in it. Yeah, like drink a Celsius. Drink a Celsius. Take some creatine.
You know what but then someone's going to tell you that that's bad for you or
Yeah.
an energy. What I've
Something's always
learned
bad.
is that whatever you eat or whatever you drink, someone on the internet is going to tell you it's bad for you. Someone's going to tell you that it's going to kill you. I read something yesterday about soda, like how every time you drink a soda, it takes like 10 to 12 minutes off your life. And I'm like, well, you know what? If it's my time, it's my time. Like, I don't drink soda a lot, but if I want a crispy Diet Coke one day, I'm not going to be doing the math on how many minutes this is going to take off my life. I'm going to drink it. I'm sick of the internet yelling at me for my food and beverage choices.
Just stop reading the internet.
I hate the internet. I'm
yeah.
trying to be as offline as possible.
I do the same thing, but at this point, I'm like, look, as someone who's almost died a handful of times, I'm like, live your life. If you want a crispy Diet Coke or Pepsi, whatever you want to do, drink it. Live your life, okay?
YOLO.
Legally, live your life.
Yeah, but maybe not oat milk.
Okay, Pat.
Yeah, geez,
The
Pat.
hill you want to die on today?
You're
Speaking of death.
Sounds like it.
just 2%.
Yeah, no.
We don't have enough time to get into the issues with 2%, or at least the perceived issues with 2%. But we do have time to get into this because our friend of the show, friend in life, Dan Graziano, has an amazing story up at ESPN.com. I cannot recommend this enough. I had such a great time reading this yesterday. He goes through every team in the NFL and he fills in the blank. The beginning of the sentence is, don't be surprised if blank. And ladies, the one on the Cincinnati Bengals is very interesting from Graz. He says, don't be surprised if the Bengals return to the AFC Championship game. Now, obviously, we know when healthy, Joe Burrow and that offense, they're going to put up a ton of points. We know how effective they are. It's the defense that everyone's worried about. Now that we know that Trey Hendrickson is going to be there for this season, that certainly helps them having the NFL sack leader in the fold. But as Graz points out, the defense has only one direction to go after their collapse last season. Opponents scored 25.5 points per game on the Bengals. That was tied for the 7th most in the league. As Graz points out, if that unit can even get back to the middle of the pack, this is a very dangerous team with an offense and players who know how to win playoff games. So could you see the Bengals getting back to the AFC Championship game, Victoria?
Absolutely could. I mean, it's a phenomenal article, but it's something where I think you have Joe Burrow, who's really solid. You got Hendrickson back in place. They also signed their guys like Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Like, you have a solid crew that you know is locked and loaded and ready to go. So I 100% could see that. And they have something to prove this year too.
They were middle of the pack when defensively when they went to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
They were 10-7 team. They were 17th scoring defense in the NFL. So yeah, if that's the bar, absolutely they can make it back to the AFC Championship game because you just got your perennial star pass rusher in the mix.
I could see them getting back there too. This was a team last year that, despite the defensive woes, we were saying they're getting hot at the right time. Nobody wants to see the Bengals if they get into the playoffs. Now, obviously,